What's going on, guys? King of Soup here once again, and it's time for the old question and answer you guys have been asking for months and months and months and weeks and weeks. And so here it is, finally doing a question and answer. So let's get started. All right, now the first question comes from James Huntsberry, and it says, what was your first console or gaming system? And my first console that I ever personally owned was an old Nintendo, you know, the old NES system. My parents got it at a yard sale, and we finally owned one, and it was awesome, and, you know, just kind of went on from there. All right, next question. Dylan Clark asks, what was your favorite childhood movie? Okay, now, if we're talking like Disney movies, that kind of childhood era, I would definitely say The Land Before Time. I loved that freaking movie. That, or was it Oliver and Company, I think, was another good musical. You know, I say another good musical, which is funny that I say that. I actually hate musicals now, and it's very difficult for me to sit through any of that stuff. But anyway, next question. Fluffy Dogma asks, what are those? They're white vans.
Damn, Daniel.
All right, next question. DBZ fan 123 says, do you watch any anime? If you do, which one is your favorite? I don't really watch a whole lot of anime. I did, kind of in my college years, watch some anime, and the thing is, I don't really know any of the history of any of this stuff. I just enjoyed watching it for the artwork and I guess a little bit of the story. But my favorite anime that I've ever seen is actually a movie. It's Princess Mononoke, but I really don't watch any anime anymore. Alright, next question comes from Simplicity, hashtag Ask Kings of Soup. What's your favorite YouTuber to watch? What's your favorite food? I would say my favorite YouTuber to watch would either be Frankie in 1080p or Level Cap. Both of those guys talk about games that I personally play and enjoy, and I learn a lot from watching their videos, and really they just do a great job editing, and Frankie's accent is perfect for watching videos. And what's my favorite food? Favorite food would be cake, any type of cake, that's for sure. Alright, next question from Rousey Plays. Would you rather eat cake the whole day or eat chocolate cake for the rest of your life? Well, that's definitely my favorite food is cake, like I just said before. But I think I would just rather eat cake for a whole day instead of having to eat chocolate cake for the rest of my life, because there's so many different types of cake that you can eat, and you just gotta, you can't just eat chocolate cake. It's ridiculous. All right, next question comes from Francisco Guzman. Question is, who is your biggest motivation? That's easy, my dad. He's awesome. He taught me a whole lot growing up. He owns his own business, which is something that I want to do, and he's just a great motivator and an awesome dad. And I couldn't do what I do without him. So, all right, next question from Blackie Chan. What type of lighting do you have, and what changes would you make to your current setup? The lighting system that I have kind of looks like this, or I guess I'll put it over there since there's more room. And I use a 3 lighting setup for the green screen, just something cheap that I bought off of eBay. I think it was like 70 bucks, something like that. Came with the green screen lights, stands, and the whole thing. It's pretty sweet. What would I change? One easy thing that I would change is get a higher resolution camera for doing live streams and that kind of stuff, and recording these vlogs like this. I'm just using a little webcam, and it doesn't have the best quality. It's pretty good, but it could be a lot better. I'd like to get a better camera. All right, next question comes from Saint Slapaho. Oh, that's definitely Saint Slapaho. Okay. Let's see. Is it true that you're always pantsless when you game? I don't even know if I want to divulge all that information. I'll let you guys leave that up to your imagination. All right, Giantheart Pitoil. Will you ever do a fan mail thing or giveaway? I definitely plan on doing some fan mail stuff. Right now, I'm taking donations when we live stream that are all going towards setting up a P.O. box, because a lot of people want to send me fan mail and stuff. Absolutely, that's something I want to do. Will I ever do giveaways? Absolutely. Again, I'm not a huge channel right now, so it's not really lucrative for me to give away tons of free stuff when it has to come out of my pocket. That's for sure, but I absolutely want to do giveaways in the future and give away some systems and games and all kinds of stuff. All right, next question comes from Jordan Green. How much soup is too much soup? And is there such a thing as too much soup? All right, so let me get this straight. For you guys, there is no such thing as too much soup. Answered both questions. No such thing as too much soup. All right, JC Ultra asks, if you had any tips or hints for upcoming YouTubers, what would they be? And ultimately, what made you decide to become a YouTuber / streamer, and why? Okay, first of all, I've actually got an Instagram set up where I'm doing a lot of tips and hints and stuff. I try and put out a couple each week, so that's a good place to check out for some good tips. Okay, tips are pretty easy. I say my main tip to give people is to be genuine. Be yourself. Don't just try and copy all the big YouTubers. Now, it is important to, pay attention to what is what's the word I'm looking for here? Trending. There you go. What is trending? Because that's what people want to watch. But it's important to also be yourself and not just copy everybody else out, because it is played out, and the YouTube community is absolutely saturated with the same thing, and people want to see something different. And what made me want to become a YouTuber streamer? Honestly, I met this guy named Cartoons that you guys probably watched and have seen, and just kind of saw what he was doing back when he was in the very beginning, and it looked like a hell of a lot of fun, and I figured I'd give it a chance and give it a try. So that's what got me started. Alright, Hattie1711 asks, would you like to play with Vanos Gaming? I mean, sure, I'd be down with playing with Vanos. You know, they seem to play a lot of games that I don't really play too much, but I would love to play with Vanos Gaming for the exposure, that's for sure. Alright, now next question comes from Pearl Jam 2. When did you start gaming, and what's your favorite game? I started gaming, you know, a little bit after the Nintendo came out, because I was born in 1986. I think the Nintendo came out in probably 83, 84, 85, something like that. So that's when I started gaming, probably 4 or 5 years old. That's when I first started playing some Nintendo. What is your favorite game? Man, I would have to say, right off the top of my head, I really loved The Last of Us. That was freaking awesome. Sonic the Hedgehog, any of those, 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles. I mean, just absolutely hilariously fun games to play. Another one that pops into mind is Streets of Rage. Freaking awesome game. I remember playing that for hours and hours on the Sega Genesis. Just an awesome side-scroller fighting game. Freaking hilarious. Alright, next question comes from Deity. Would you rather listen to the same song for the rest of your life or smell one scent for the rest of your life? Well, that's an easy question. Your scent is tied to taste, and I like to eat a lot of food, so there's no way I would want to smell the same scent, because that's basically tasting the same thing. So I'm going to go with listen to the same song for the rest of my life, assuming that I can decide. Nope, you know what? It doesn't matter whether I can decide or not, because I don't care what song it is. I still want to be able to eat delicious food. So yeah, let's go with listen to the same song for the rest of my life. Alright, next question comes from Brandon Wilkins. Have you ever traveled around the world? If so, where would your dream spot be? I've never traveled around the world. In fact, I've never actually left the United States. That's definitely a dream of mine, something I want to do one day. But if I did have a dream spot, where would that be? I would say Japan. I want to go somewhere in Japan and check out all the sweet, cool cars. I'm pretty big into cars, and I'd love to bring back some, you know, JDM Subarus and Hondas, and oh man, I just love cars. Alright, next question comes from Atomic Dad. What was the first game that got you hooked on gaming? I would say my earliest memories of games that I played for hours and hours and hours and hours and just couldn't stop playing, that'd be any of the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Definitely, just trying to beat those levels as fast as you can and get all the, what do they call those? Not the cosmic crystals. Oh my gosh, the emeralds. Oh my gosh, like so many hours trying to get all those and beat all those levels and kill Dr. Robotnik. So just so much fun playing those games. Alright guys, well thank you so much for taking the time to watch this question and answer video. I really appreciate you being patient, and I hope you guys enjoyed the answers that you got and can learn a little bit more about me. Now I do have one last question to answer, and it's one of the most common questions that I get, whether I'm, you know, posting videos and people comment down below or just live streaming, and the question is, why am I the king of soup? Alright, so the story behind why am I the king of soup is, back in the day my gamer tag on Xbox used to be King of Poop, and I'd had that really since I think the original Xbox. My original name, I think, used to be Flock of Geese. I don't really know why I came up with that. But then since changed that to King of Poop. That's another story behind that we'll have to get into later. But long story short, I think it was Xbox 360. We were playing some Call of Duty, and me and some friends had quite a few drinks, and we're playing until the wee hours of the morning. And I kind of remember there being a British kid, and we were just ragging on him and making him cry. And then I woke up the next morning, and my name had been banned for being inappropriate, even though I've had it for like 4 years. So I assumed that the kid got offended and reported my name for being inappropriate, and I just couldn't think of anything good to come up with for a new name, especially having to do with poop. So I just was like, what rhymes with poop? I like soup a lot, so maybe I'll just be the king of soup. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that's how I became the king of soup. Hope you guys enjoyed this question and answer. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed, if you want to see some more content. Also, if you did enjoy, hit that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot to me. It lets me know if you guys want to see more stuff like this. So, hope you guys take it easy. Bye-bye.